Everything has been said before. We are all just players in this stage we call round ball. I'm a lyricist, and I don't think that anyone knows it. Alright. I think I have that ring. Did I put that ring on already? Yes. Alright, cool. Alright. But I have to do it with... Alright. Alright, here we go. And well, it sounds like my PS4 is about to explode, but it's only because I've been running it for a little while. Let's see if we can come up with a topic. Let's see if we can come up with a topic. Let's see if we can come up with a topic. Let's see here. Let's see. Do Christmas is time for peeps and stuff. I have to reiterate on the stuff that I've actually done. Breathing like my aunt. She's... And that's why I was breathing like her, because I have gas. Alright. Alright. So let's see if we can come up with a topic. What kind of topic we're going to come up with? I don't even know, but it's going to be a good one. You know those times when you start a live stream and there's no one watching, so you're able to pause it and go to the bathroom? That's what the time it is right now. I'm just going to stop playing for like 20 seconds, and I'm going to go to the bathroom. So that's what's going to happen now. We did it. Went to the bathroom, made sure to wash my hands afterwards as well. There was soap. Oh yeah, I forgot. This live stream is brought to you by my friend's girlfriend, who is passed out on the dog bed right next to me. Or close enough to me. Not really next to me, adjacent to me. Across the room in some ways. Yeah, she is currently passed out, and she's taking naps, and naps are good all the time. All the time, naps are good. Son of a bitch! I had no idea that that was like thing. That's like maybe they just drank too much. Like maybe they like their jaws don't work because they eat too much souls or like fed upon too much flesh, and that's why their stomachs are so full because they don't realize that they can't. Their digestive systems don't work. I don't know how I wound up here. Alright. Maybe it's because if I go near one, I think. Let's see, here we go. I pick up the item. But yeah, okay, we're gonna talk about a topic. It's gonna be good. I thought I would talk about a little bit more about my understanding of black holes. There is a big debate about them in the science community. I think that, but only because I saw Steven Stupik make a video about it, so I decided to actually explain it further. The basic, I think, really real thing there is about black holes is that actually some people say that they're black masses. I said they're black masses because technically it's like there's something inside of them, but the light is just the fact that it's going so fast. Light is actually being time, and what's the word? Light, time, and space itself is being distorted. So it's not like there's a black hole. It's like figuring to that there's a hole in what would be called of regular existence. Yeah, basically. But understandably so, it's still not really a hole. It's like it doesn't go to a different thing. You'd be spaghettified because literally your ions would be scrambled, and you would go to like the four corners of this mass and continue to move. So that's basically what would happen. But that's basically the reason why you would be spaghettified, because of the gravitational force itself. I think what happens is a star depletes itself, and once a star depletes itself, it starts. And actually that says a lot to me, because within those bounds, it sounds to me like every single star itself becomes a planet at some point within its life, within like I'd say 1 billion or 2 billion, maybe 5 billion year cycle. It's really weird because people are saying that people say that like we are the last thing to exist as far as on the clock of existence, I guess. But within that realm, I think that that black holes themselves kind of become are stars that deplete themselves or deplete their power source, and then start taking in energy and once it grabs onto some sort of energy or knows it has some sort of energy, because that's the reason why I also believe that the universe has a consciousness, I guess. People want to say that it's like, oh my god, it's not really real, or it's not really happening, or something like that. And the more you kind of not really give it credit, the more you're realizing that it's not going to give you credit either, you know? So the more that I'm not saying that I'm going to be spared by the universe or anything like that, but I'm certainly not the one that's going to disparage it from existing, or say that it doesn't have a consciousness, I guess, you know? So wait, is there... I got him. this? Is that... That looks like a place to go. Let me see if I can go there. But, yeah, I think that some people, what they don't understand about, parts of the universe is you don't just have to have a concept of what the universe is. I guess, moreover, what you need to understand is what the universe can be. Like to say, like, as like people try to predict the weather and stuff like that, or different flow patterns and flow charts of different like so autonomous motions. I think what people need to understand about the universe itself is that it's in constant motion, and so we're in constant motion too. So everything doesn't exist to affect other things. It's like everything is affected, but is also affected in an opposite direction. Like, you can say that it's like the laws of motion within Newton's laws. And yeah, hey, how's it going, viewer? I'm talking about physics and black holes and stuff. So if you want to talk about stuff like that with me, because I'm kind of a scientific brain a little bit. I decided a long time ago that I was going to get into science a lot more than I thought about. I was going to try to make a name for myself in science, and as far as high school goes. I didn't really understand, and also whatever. I didn't understand science itself as a topic. So I realized that it's just the study, or it's like scienceology. It's the study of the way that things move and how things move and react with each other. Basically, that's the study. It's science. That's what science is. So understanding that stuff, I'm kind of intrigued to let people know exactly what those things are, and I think that some people sometimes don't realize that it's been debated, basically, about what they are and how they are, because of the way that they are affected by different things. And granted, I've never seen a black hole up close or anything like that, so I can't tell you exactly what it is, but I know that the centrifugal force of a beam of light coming from a solid black object would have to be moving so fast that time itself wouldn't exist. It's like that's basically what it's like to be inside of a black hole. It's like I think what they're saying, Death Stranding. Basically, that's what it would be like to exist within a black hole. It's like that's basically what it is. It's kind of like everything is constantly moving, everything is constantly living, but also dying, and you are basically a fragment of yourself. So basically, it's like that's the reason why that whole situation would be I'd say why that whole situation of like the baby itself going into your body, but it's still you basically, and realizing that, oh, that's trippy, but it's not really trippy. It's more like a piece of yourself is coming back to what actually existed a long time ago. It's like, it's really hard to understand and contemplate, but it's like when two become one sort of speech. It's like when that whole thing from the Spice Girls, you understand that? But yeah, that's basically what happens. People don't understand what, or people try to understand, I guess, what happens with black holes, but don't understand the gravity of the situation, because it's like a star itself has depleted, but within itself, it's like it's still complete, basically. It's like everything is of uniform bonding. Everything inside of the star is within uniform bonding. So within those cells, or within that creation, you see pick up item. Seed of Tree of Giants. Okay, cool. I didn't even know that was there. I farted again. I'm super gassy. But anyways, within the gravity of the situation, literally, and also figuratively, about what about the situation that okay, we're gonna run now. Within the situation, god damn it, that's funny. And god damn it, that smells terrible. But yeah, I'm talking about science. If you wanna comment on anything, viewer. All right. But yeah, I've noticed that that within the realm of actually going through scientific books and studying a whole bunch of different other things like that, but also realizing that I'm just going off of what I'd say an artist rendering or a virtual rendering of satellite imagery is, so technically I'm probably just wrong. It could be just a black star. It could be a mass of dark matter, basically. So that's pretty cool. But also too, there's all speculation on what. Hey, second viewer, how's it going? You can message me if you want to. I'm a bit of a science nut. I've decided sometimes that I can do stuff, and when I studied, people actually had started to have faith in me, and that actually makes me feel good sometimes, and that's the reason why I do study science a little bit. So I'm not saying that I make it my my goal in life to be able to study science, but I've studied a lot, and I've basically tried to comprehend a whole bunch of different stuff in science and physics, I guess. I realized that you can look at a graph, I'd say like a million different ways, and you can figure out the motion of a graph, or the way that an object moves within the topography of a graph, basically a million different ways, basically, and that's the reason why you can look at it a million different ways. And I'm just picking up random items and doing different stuff, and I didn't know that that seed there was by that tree dude was catch-upable or gettable. And that's not the symbol of the king. But yeah, I've realized that that sometimes people don't realize or don't understand what let's say dark matter really is, because if you think about it, dark matter is just like it's like almost like depleted uranium on Earth. It's like energy that expels itself, but only has been like only has expelled for a very long time, and that's all that chemical or ionic bond knows how to do. Like it's like when you're speaking about a psychological disorder or something like that. Like a person be able to goes through a trauma or a reflex of some kind, and that shit. I just realized I don't have anything left, and I have to run away. I'll try to film. I'm gonna die, but I need to go. All right. But yeah, it's almost like a personal person that goes through a certain trauma. If they go through that trauma time and time again, then all they realize is that certain trauma, and all they realize or know how to do is that one thing. Very good, but sometimes they and it's not like anything professional or anything like that, or a person that knows how to do something professional, but they know how to create a system, or they know how to create a system of mess ups or something like that. Like a fire in itself is kind of, I'd say, like a big huge mistake in some ways, because energy isn't supposed to emit from an object, I guess, and an object should not be a uniform but gaseous. That's also a product of gravity, I guess, in some ways. But realizing that everything is reflective on this planet. That sunlight is able to be what's the word? Son of a bitch. I died. I was explaining something, I guess, for my viewers, and they left because they didn't want to hear about science. But understandably so. I think that science is interesting, and I think that science is interesting because I never got taught it from anyone. I liked it because it was different, and I thought that it was cool because... Oh, I just cracked my neck. I think that it's cool because of a whole bunch of different stuff. And nice, thanks. That's a really great one. I really like that. You want to touch my dark matter? I don't really have that much dark matter on me, so I don't really know if I yeah, I don't have any. Oh, Sean, what the hell, man? That's my brother. The hell? I don't know if it's actually my brother, but it could be somebody like posing. But I think it is. Yes, it is. It is my brother. I'm gonna. But yeah, the reason why son of a bitch. The reason why I'm talking about science is because I want to understand it more sometimes. And, son of a bitch. Alright, I'm gonna get all homing soul mass away from me and use the great soul arrows. Alright. Alright. Yeah, of course I miss you. I just wish you would have paid Amber that money, and you would have been fine. That would have been good. But yes, I miss you, definitely. Merry Christmas, you bastard. Merry Christmas, Sean. Merry Christmas. If you do actually owe it to her, I don't know, because she's lied to me sometimes. But, but how's it going, man? You having a good day? I did not know you were on this. Have you been watching me for a while, Sean? I'm sure this is the first time you watched me. Merry Christmas, man. Yeah, I know this isn't the first time you watched me. This can't be the first time you watched me, and probably, hopefully, isn't the first time anyone else that you've known has watched me. God dang it, man. I wish that... Yes! I didn't even know that was a thing. Just did that. Silky Smooth Stone, yes! I'm gonna go to frickin' the bonfire now. What's going on, man? How's your Christmas going? I saw you on Facebook and liked your stuff. What's going on, man? Having a good day? Enjoying your stuff and things? I'm doing pretty good. I did not notice that I just went for a thing, and I did not notice that there's a dude sitting right there, just sitting. So I hit him and I got the Silky Smooth Stone. But yeah, I've been having a wonderful Christmas, man. Been having a really good Christmas. Been hanging out with my roommate and landlord, Leslie, and my friends as well, who are napping right next to me, or not next to me, but adjacent to me with the cat, and on the cat bed. Nice, awesome, that's cool. I'm glad you've been sneaking around. That's cool. I don't see you. You're probably in incognito mode too. And that's probably the reasons why I haven't seen you watching these videos. I gotta go. I'm not going anywhere. Don't worry. I'm gonna go in betwixt and oh dang it. It smells like strawberries and weirdness because I drank mango orange juice and ate some spaghetti. But yeah, I'm talking about science, man. Speaking of spaghetti, if you step into a black hole, then spaghettification happens, and that sucks. So technically, you're not actually dead, but you're not actually living either. So that's weird. I guess it would mean that you usually just have to type, I think. And I got the silky smooth stone. I gotta put this down.
Yo, give us those. Give us you. Give us silky.
What the hell's going on? Alright, okay, oh yeah, that's right, I saw you post. That's cool. I know it has. It's been a really long while, man. It really has. I've been good. I've been trying to promote my art and promote a bunch of different stuff like that. I've been trying to become my own boss, basically, and do some art and while I'm doing it, and it's been a while. It's been a really long while, but it's been a journey a little bit because I've been in and out of hospital sometimes, and but it's okay. It's cool, and I've been working on me, basically, trying to make trying to actually work for a job. So it's pretty cool. Hopefully it'll go through. So. Yeah, I know. I need to use my damn talent. I need to actually put myself out there and start actually, because I'm actually doing stuff on Instagram and a bunch of other stuff, and I thought that I might actually like show people that is actually, because I have a different name on my Instagram, so I've been doing stuff and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. But
I'm glad to see you're well.
but yeah, I've been trying to. I need to use my talent to actually do stuff, and I actually want to. I'm actually getting a job soon enough to where I'll be able to support myself and be able to get my own place, I guess, too. So I mean, it's actually pretty good, and hopefully with that I'll be able to buy more art supplies and do more things for myself, and eventually get off a disability and have my own career ready. So that's basically what I'm using it for. So let's see, wait. Fire defense increases lightning defense, increases dark defense. No, I'm good. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. I've been trying to make how do you make a pyromancy? How do you get a pyromancy flame? Alright, hey, how's it going? Second viewer, if you want to comment or something like that, you can. So, or message me on this board, you can. I think my brother from Mississippi is in one of these. So he's pretty cool. So if y'all want to talk, you can too. Talk amongst yourself. I'm stupid. All right, I want to give equipment. I'm gonna give her the imported tunic and imported stuff, and then
I'm always here, so come and see me.
I want to give her some leggings so she doesn't look so damn naked. Let's see, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff with my art, and I've been trying to build characters and stuff like that, and I'm telling like the end of the story basically. But it's like I'm telling like the medium part of the end of the story, and then trying to like work my way backwards a little bit. But I'm not really trying to come out with it all like that, because Star Wars did that, and I'm not trying to be like Star Wars. So you said persevere. I think you were trying to say persevere, and you said preserve. It's okay though. It's okay though. I know what you're trying to say. All right. I'm not persevering over life. I'm trying to work with it and make myself some new goals sometimes. I'm trying to see if I can get a video game going too. So I'm gonna pitch my video game to some sort of company once I have an idea that's all put together and stuff like that. I'm just thinking about it constantly, so it's cool. Yeah, I know. It's cool, man. It's all right. I can't spell either sometimes. I think I get it. We get it from listening to Dad talk too much and just constantly like listening to my dad talk too much, and our dad, I guess, talk too much and basically just go off into the silence kind of a little bit for a second sometimes. So it's cool. It's a reflex. It's all right. Dad loves the stories. Daddy loves the stories. It's funny. It's hilarious. So all right, man. Love you, bro. If you're gonna go, or if you want to keep watching, it's cool. I have been doing my squats. I've been doing stuff. I've been trying to stretch every time that I get up and sit down, and I get achy sometimes because of the supplements that I'm taking. But it's okay. I'm kind of trying to build my structure, my skeletal structure, all that other different stuff. Trying to take vitamins and stuff, because that's the reason why my stuff gets wiry, and trying to son of a bitch. Alright, okay, but yeah, basically talking about science and the pressure sometimes of also a whole bunch of stuff. What some people really would understand, I guess, is as far as black holes go. If y'all really want to talk about science, or if you want to talk about another topic, just all right, cool. Okay, man. Take it easy, Sean. Have a good one, man. But yeah, I don't have any more viewers left, but it's okay. I think that people will watch it later, so it's okay. I think that science itself kind of is, people would sometimes call it pseudo, I guess sometimes, but understandably so. I think that what people and that's your alarm. I think what people actually do sometimes is within their own rights of finding a science or finding a pseudoscience. What they don't understand is if it's not actually confirmed, then it's still technically a pseudoscience. So like even if like if it's never confirmed with another peer, if it can't be like recreated, then it's still a pseudoscience. I don't know if they know the definition of what pseudoscience means sometimes, or what people understand the definition of what pseudoscience actually means. So pseudoscience is an unconfirmed science, basically. That's what it is. Or like, so basically in religion, if you were to say that something happened and something did something, it's a pseudo fact. It's unconfirmed, basically, because you can say that it happened all the time in that book a lot, but if it's not written down and and passed down through generation, I guess, then it's not actually considered fact. Like say for instance, black holes, for example. They're both related in a certain way because I guess some people would call it a pseudoscience. I guess I know I don't write this stuff down, but I do get into it a lot hardcore because I really do. I think I got the item. Let me see what's in my inventory right now. Enemies react to invaders from other worlds. Yes! That is awesome. I'm gonna burn that. I think I need... burn. I have no items to burn? Alright, so, I think that, that within the science of, Alright, man, enjoy your dinner, dude. Sorry, man, I didn't, actually. Oh, I've been trying to make, I've been trying to make, a good sound of, a sound science, I guess, when actually looking at those kind of images. But, I mean, it's like, it's weird to me to actually think about those kind of things sometimes. And I don't, I got an idea. Here we go. Let's see, I'm gonna get my, thing out. I'm gonna get my spell. Alright, use my item. Hopefully it doesn't have that long of not lasting effect. And I can go to a bunch of different places. But yeah, thinking about within the parameters of thinking about black holes and a whole bunch of different other stuff like that, realizing that those black holes aren't going anywhere for a very long time, people are gonna have to understand is that we're gonna start being able to within, I'd say, another 150, maybe to 100 years, we'll be able to actually start going out of our solar system and realizing that I mean within a certain parameter of looking, I guess we'll probably be able to go explore stuff or be able to actually create stable creations around what is, or be able to actually maybe experiment with it with just regular objects, I guess, and see what comes in and what comes out sometimes. I'm not saying that it's actually like you're gonna go too close to it. It's obviously gonna stay a few, maybe at least a light year away. But enough to where you're not actually controlled by the gravity of something. But to be able to see how not only it affects light, but actually affects with gravity affects it, would be really cool. And how's it going, viewer? If you want to watch, if you want to message me, you can. I'm talking about black holes and also within that, I'm talking about how some people think that it's either a pseudoscience or what people actually would say is, and also I'm comparing it to other sciences and actually kind of peeling back the peer review sometimes to be able to see whether or not those are also pseudosciences, because pseudoscience is just a science that hasn't been confirmed by peers yet. So so if you're gonna stay with me, then stay with me. Here we go. I noticed that most of the time when I let's see, here we go. All right. I noticed most of the time when within a certain person explaining themselves, it's not sometimes what people try to disprove is their relevance or even the fact's relevance. It's what they're trying to disprove within that fact is themselves, or within that fact another person. and I see that that thing, that dude right there. I'm gonna go run because I try to get items from here too, and also I'm running through this because I think it's fun, and I actually do like the artwork sometimes, even the texture mapping as well, because it kind of speaks to me on a plane of certain stuff. I like it. The texture mapping is cool. Enjoying a video game is kind of cool, but also too within the science realm, people try to explore different facts, and within those facts, you can't really, I guess, see the truth or be able to see the truth without first realizing that, I mean, if those were just texture anomalies, I guess, within a telescope's amassing, I guess, realize that and I did something, and hopefully they're gonna fight them, and not just me. Are they gonna fight each other? Alright, okay, I'm trying to see if they can fight each other, but they're not fighting each other. They're walking around each other. That's stupid and shit, but that's not fun. Alright, I lost them, but but yeah, understanding where texture mapping and a whole bunch of different other things goes in video games, you'll start to realize that there are certain telescopes that are powerful enough to be able to see through those texture mapping errors, or different errors that are actually happening within our within a given, oh god damn it, within a given alright, I got my alright concept. And yeah, I know it's not a popular if people want to think about it like that, and also people have literally confirmed those things sometimes, the pseudosciences, that what they think are actually around those stuff. And it's actually, I'm not that confident about science sometimes, but I really did do a lot of studying, and I want to talk about it eventually on some sort of level. But I know that certain pseudosciences aren't the way that it's just so cool. All right, I noticed that within certain peer review, people can lose their credibility very quickly, sometimes, or at least their celebrity. People think that and also I think that people sometimes don't understand, I guess, the life of what celebrity means. It means coming up with something that everyone is okay with constantly. And science isn't about pleasing people. Science is never about pleasing people. It's never been about pleasing people. It's never been about helping people or anything like that. Science just exists. So, I mean, it's really hard to be able to please an entire... oh, God damn it. It's really hard to be able to see something to show something to a person that's pleasing, and in the same sense... in the same sense, decide that, alright, cool. And then in the same sense, be able to, Alright, so I'm going to keep trying to kill this guy, but I'm going to talk about his science as much as I can without dying. Alright, I understand that sometimes that people try to, as people try to find an answer, and whenever they try to find an answer within a different community or within a different kind of fact that no one actually. Awesome. But there we go. I've also understood that that in most cases, what people try to do is they try to find a better way forward, a better way towards each other, a better way about each other, and I know that I'm being hacked sometimes. I really do know it, but I allow it because it makes for a better episode. But understandably so, if I'm not being hacked, then I just don't know anything about this game. It doesn't mean I don't know anything about technology. It just means I don't know anything about this game. But yeah, I've tried to make sure that I could try to make sure that I could find a way to be able to explain myself a little bit better with I'm trying to find a way to be able to explain myself a little bit better. I tried so hard to be able to explain myself in class sometimes, but I think that what people didn't understand was I was very, very shy and very stupid a lot of times. I didn't really understand myself, didn't really understand where I was going in life, and I understood that I like stuff, and I like to research things, and I like to study things. That's what I like to do. That animation was terrible. Anyways, I tried so often to be able to, and there's a freaking door there, that's awesome. It's locked. There's a huge monster behind that door. Alright, but yeah, I tried so hard to be able to make a certain name for myself, I guess, and when I ran into, I guess, resistance on the subject, I would kind of buckle, and it's kind of sad sometimes, but I don't really buckle anymore, and I've gotten confident, and I've gotten into myself and within tuned, and it took a long time to be able to confidently say my own ideals and things like that. I really wanted to be able to make a better name for myself, or a better name for what I think science is, and I think some people try to like bust my balls on stuff, and I think it's funny sometimes. It's like hilarious, ha ha ha! It's funny, you bust balls. It's funny, you're great, and that's okay. But within those same bounds, I really understand that you know, it's not always about busting balls. It's about you know what? Aw, damn it. Damn it. That's what it was. I freaking lost shit to my son of a bitch. Alright. Alright, but I noticed that, I've noticed that there are, that is a caramel pecan, streusel cake or something. It's whatever. It's really good. It really is. It's extremely, what's the word? Yeah, and also pecan-y and stuff. But yeah, I've really tried to get myself back to a part of confidence, to where I can actually start talking about stuff like this. And it may seem like a stretch, or like I'm not really thinking or anything like that. But I'm really trying, and it's really hard to try sometimes. It's really hard to put your effort forward and not realize that actually I really wish I could lock onto these stupid ghosts. And he's fucking overpowered as shit. But yeah, let's talk about black holes and stuff like that. I've tried so hard to be able to make a name for myself that I'm actually like, I try really, really hard to be able to help myself a little bit more. I'll talk to him.
Look how far this undead has wandered.
Yeah, and I'm gonna walk back from this train because.
Fit undead you are.
All right, let's talk about something else because obviously I'm not keeping anyone around or having a discussion if I'm gonna talk about science because. But also, there we go. I'll talk about my confidence.
Oh my, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself. But
That's what I'm doing.
if you find a need for a truer dark, then meet again. We shall. The dark is still nascent within you.
Oh, I gotta get a human effigy and stuff or whatever, and then I'll be better. But yeah, I guess I have to talk about my confidence now, or my confidence level, and the lacking of it. I realized over a course of, and I guess Sean is to be thanked for that. I guess, and I really didn't know he was gonna be on here, but yeah, son of a bitch. Yeah, my confidence to be able to share things with people and be able to share things with a bunch of people because I really didn't think that anyone would believe me, and that's what I've had to work with my entire life. Sometimes I've realized that it's hard for me to relax in some situations. Sometimes it's hard for me to. That's the reason why sometimes I'll come up with like a funny quip or something cool or anything like that. It's hard for me to relax because it's like I'm constantly on edge because sometimes that I believe that people won't believe what I'm saying, or they won't hear what I'm saying, or they won't understand because I don't know. I felt like for so long I wasn't actually paid attention to. I guess I don't think, and not to say that I was abused and neglected in some ways, but because it's just a thing, I guess. I kind of reveled in like dark thoughts and stupid stuff, and I think that confidence within itself, or that lack of confidence within itself, was me basically trying to push through to another existence, to be able to try to push through to my alter ego and call forth this huge fucking amazing creature that could defend me in these situations. But that never happened, and I decided that a long time ago I was gonna start being more confident, and I kind of made a promise to myself a little bit, and I think that the more confident I am, I think, about stuff, the more people believe what I'm saying, and I think that I don't want to lead anyone astray either, or lead anyone to a path of like me just lying to them constantly, or just always lying or something like that. And I think that sometimes I have, I guess, because I felt as though that I wanted to say something in a conversation. But also too, I think that that I tried not to, and within those bounds, I don't want to make any apologies because I'm not sorry to some of the people that I did lie to. I'm not sorry to the people that I just try to get away from sometimes. But I'm sorry for, I guess, I'm sorry for not being confident enough to feel structurally sound in my own body or in my own mind, and I don't try to play on someone's weaknesses or even try to deny my own, I guess. But within that structural soundness of me trying to talk, I guess, And I changed my topic. I'm talking about confidence now. I farted. And I always think that fart jokes are hilarious, and mostly it just says I farted. But I don't want to come on. I just find that funny, and I don't know why I find it funny. But I'm gonna find it less and less funny as the decades go by, and I'm gonna keep trying to kill those things. You know what? I'm gonna kill those tiger monster faces, and tiger monster faces. Here we go. I try kind of hard to be able to become confident. And I guess I put a lot of effort into what I actually do sometimes, and I think that sometimes I have to become a more believable person. Sometimes I don't always lie, though. And also too, me and Sean have had like rough paths sometimes, because we basically we fought a lot when we were younger. So but I also realized that I had to start trusting my family a little bit more, and also members of my family that within that confidence comes trust, and I have to trust myself just as much as I trust other people as well. And I think that God damn it, fucking son of a bitch. I've tried very hard to be able to not succumb to a certain person's beliefs or wants, I guess. I do try to disagree a lot, and I think that within that I don't want to just create a character while I'm on YouTube, or I don't want to just create something that that people will like, I guess, or something like that, or revel in, or get views about. And I'm not saying that any of that's bad or any of that's good or anything like that. I have mixed views when it comes to people creating characters for themselves, because it just matters what kind of character they're actually creating. So, and some characters I enjoy, and some characters I don't. But also too, I found that within my own confidence, I can find there's funny parts about me, I guess, or there's funny parts that I find hilarious, I guess, and I'll make fun of myself even within those bounds. So, are you going to pick up Brandon? Well, that sucks. But yeah, within that self-confidence, I guess, I went from science to a whole bunch of different other stuff to confidence, and I guess talking about confidence has kind of made me a little bit less confident, and what I'm actually doing sometimes. I think that there are a lot of ways to be able to to see different parts of someone, or to see different parts of something as a whole, and within those parts be able to come up with a constant reminder, or a constant I'd say or a constant picker-upper sort of thing, like, man, that dude just makes me smile, or man, that thing just makes me it just makes me just light up, you know? You know, I don't find a whole bunch of people like that, and I find my family makes me light up and makes me forget about the stuff that I think about every day, and when I'm in deep thought, I guess I find it very hard to be able to laugh or play or anything like that, because I guess in a way I'm being serious, but also too I'm not really being too serious. I'm being kind of pseudo serious. But also too because everyone uses that word kind of differently sometimes when you think about it. It's terrible. It really is terrible, man. It's like everybody's got a different word for what pseudo actually means. It's like, oh, I got this. It's like pseudo. It's like a pseudoscience. It's like this. Drink this stuff, and it'll make you feel better. It's like, what is that? Is that water? It's like, yeah, water can make you feel better when you're not thirsty, but you can actually drown from drinking too much water. There's not a pseudoscience in that, because it's actually happened. Because people are what? No, they're not stupid. They're curious. People are curious. They're curious by nature. And also, curiosity can overwhelmingly thwart confidence. Confidence in lies, and confidence in sometimes being wrong when you're right, and also being right when you think you're wrong. Because there have been many times where people have actually built up facts and built up constant facts on literally just what they think is out there. And that's basically what I'm doing sometimes when I build up like my own confidence. I actually sometimes even build up a lie, or I build up something that I think would be funny to touch on, as far as not to touch on, to not, it's, I'm using the right word, to comment on, I guess. People don't understand where, I guess, those basic comments from within come from, I guess. And they don't realize is that it comes from consuming media. It comes from consuming a bunch of media and seeing a character online and seeing a character somewhere and saying, wow, I really like this character and I want to emulate them, or I want to do something fun, or I want to use that character's confidence, that person's bravado, I guess, or whatever they have that kind of speaks to me, and then I want to use that for myself. And realizing that is a thing that sometimes you do, and it winds up just completely firing back on you. I've found that sometimes there have been people out there that have really helped make a difference in your life, and they probably even just fictional characters, and they really people should start giving a shit more sometimes about themselves, because they'd find that whenever they actually go through with those characters' ideas or with those characters' flaws, they'll come up with I guess sometimes the worst kind of influence, you know. Sometimes the worst kind of stuff, and people don't understand that confidence comes from within. It really does. It really comes from within, and the more you think about what you're doing, sometimes, I guess, the less confident you'll be, but sometimes the more prepared you'll be. More prepared you'll be. Finding out that that confidence could be the worst quality, and what you actually need to find out. Try a little bit more carefulness. Try to be try to be careful, you know, out there, because like, don't be confident. Don't be careful. Careful is good. Careful is fun. Careful can be hilarious. Careful can be great. And careful what? I'm trying to get that item, man. Alright. But yeah, realize that your confidence is everything. But you're not being cautious can make you lose everything. And realizing that eventually people aren't gonna have pseudosciences anymore. They're gonna be talking about that next thing, that next stuff, that next place, the next place to go to, the next thing to go to, and that next thing to go to might actually be Mars or the moon, or I mean, it's really great. It's gonna be really great. And I'm probably gonna be 40 to 50 years old before it ever happens. Before they ever colonize the great state of the moon, or have big countries, you know. Or I mean, the fact that we're divided kind of sets a goal to, like, when we're on the moon, are we still gonna be our different countries? Because I'm gonna be pissed off if everybody starts acting like they're gang shit and starts stealing everybody's shit. It's gonna be fucking annoying. It's gonna be the most fucking annoying shit I've ever even heard. Because if we're gonna be, you have to think about it. If we can't not us particularly, but if people can't learn to survive on just regular planet Earth, which is completely extreme by some means, and in some ways, some people should not be living in some of those places because, and also they're misinformed and mistold to do whatever, and a whole bunch of different other stuff, and people's rights do come into play, and people's rights to, I guess, food or anything like that. I mean, it comes down to what individualistic, what individualistic lifestyle you have, I guess, too. Realizing that people can be nice and people can be good, but if you can't teach people how to survive, then if you can't teach people how to survive, then people won't survive. Or if people don't understand how to survive, not teach them. If people don't understand how to survive, then there's nothing for anyone. Like I knew how to camp, like all the time, like every single day. I knew how to camp. I knew how to camp. I had to know how to camp. I wanted to know how to camp. It was like a thing that I wanted to learn how to do. I knew how to make a fire. I know how to do a bunch of different other stuff. I know how to get what I need sometimes. Not including some condiments sometimes, but including the things that I actually need sometimes, and I know how to do the things that I need to do sometimes. And I've noticed that the more confidence I get, the less I ramble on and on, or the more I think about the words that are coming out of my mouth, the less I actually feel like I'm angry, or I feel like I'm actually doing something wrong. Bitch ass scorpion lady. And my battery control level is low and I die. Yes. Awesome. I'm gonna see if I can change the controller seamlessly, and it's not gonna happen. Alright, did it. I'm amazing. I'm so beautiful as a person. And that dude had a thong on. That was awesome. But yeah, and also too, and I think whatever kind of confidence you actually have, it doesn't matter what kind of stuff you enjoy joking about. It's just the stuff you see every day, or the stuff that people see every day, they joke about. And I think that I think when sometimes people don't realize that they make a spectacle out of themselves. I'm not saying that they flaunt their rights or they flaunt their anything. It's just when people flaunt themselves out in the open. I mean, it's like, what do they have for themselves, you know? Not like as far as I'm gonna take something of theirs or anything like that, or anything. What do you have for yourself? What do you have to be able, like, as a hobby or as a thing for yourself, or you know, just a no matter what kind of thing you believe in, or no matter what kind of stuff, no matter what gives you confidence, or no matter what that helps you say the facts the way they are, or anything like that. And I think that's basically actually the reason why is confidence pseudo-confidence, because everyone has a different way of actually believing in stuff, or everyone has a different way of actually individualistically expressing themselves, or whatever makes them confident within those bounds. Oh, is that a thing? That's a freaking kite. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the thing that's in the tree. I'm gonna get that thing that's in the tree. Alright, but yeah, I've been an hour and 12 seconds. 12 minutes. Sorry. I keep saying it wrong. But, I think... Son of a bitch. I did it wrong again. Alright. There's a thing out there, and I want to get it. There's a thing out there. I want to get it. It's a thing. It's right there. Is that a kite? It looks like a kite to me. It looks like a kite or a butterfly, or maybe a monster that wants to kill me. Either way, I'm gonna get it before this episode ends, or I'm gonna stop this episode. I think sometimes when we talk about confidence, or when we talk about that within our own bounds, we are talking about a pseudoscience, because within that, it gives us confidence and helps us push on, and not only the confidence that we give or show to everyone else, but the confidence that keeps us sane at night, or the confidence that keeps us from losing our minds. And that is a monster. Yes, that is a current monster. I'm running away from that, and hopefully it won't hurt me, because I stepped into its lair, or away from it. But yeah, within those bounds, I think that people don't understand what a pseudoscience actually means. It's just a science that hasn't been corroborated by peers, and within those bounds, confidence itself, as far as an emotion, is definitely a pseudoscience. So, if you want to talk about pseudosciences, or say that science itself is a pseudoscience, realize that you're saying that it's like confidence. It works for the individual, but not for the masses. And what people don't understand is what works for the individual can work for the masses. But, understandably so, if it doesn't, that can be okay too. Alright, I'm gonna try to see if I can kick this bitch in the face. Son of a bitch. And died. Alright, thanks Sean. That's my brother Sean. And he's a dude. He's funny. He's awesome. I also have other family, and they're not just Catholic or anything like that. They're probably a bunch of different stuff. And yeah, that's cool. It's cool beans. Cool stuff. And that's what I'm doing. Thank you, Sean, for making this episode cool, and everyone else that actually showed up and watched. You are your own one-man bomb squad. You can defuse situations before they happen, but also be confident and be able to be yourself, and also work with a little bit of curiosity the next time you walk outside the door, and caution as well, because sometimes any situation can turn into the worst situation, but realize that you can stop it before that, sometimes just by walking away, or sometimes just by not making yourself turn into what you would think that situation calls for. Because it's not a movie. Nothing's being filmed all the time. And if a film is going to be on the internet, it's probably going to be of someone getting knocked the fuck out, and hopefully that won't happen or ever happen. And realize that that those situations you can go to jail for, and if you don't address them, then they can come up on you, and realize that and make you realize that you would really wish to be able to have it a different way, but within those bounds, you really could have, and you really can, just by walking away. I really, really do mean this, and I really do mean this out of experience. Thank you, and I got no viewers right now, but hopefully people will watch this. Thank you very much, and I know that I fart off sometimes, but that's literally what I like to do to be able to appreciate the game sometimes. And yes, I do. It's funny. And also, what's the word? It's like all these different things too. It's like these are all actual like greetings for like just over exuberantly say stuff and rightio. So here we go. It's like getting away from the mold that is not just everyday life, but what keeps us from being completely sober without ill intent. You know, it's not just stuff that just like, it's like, oh, this is the reason why because these are all just really fun to do, and it's just like, no, it's just because these people decided to be able to make or pave a way, I guess, for stuff, and that's kind of cool, and it's kind of cruel, and it's kind of stupid, and it's kind of dumb, but it's kind of confident, but it's also curious, and people hang out, and I guess when I'm looking at it, sometimes that can actually be in the this game is kind of what's the word? It's really pseudo cool, I guess. It's cool to me, but as for the masses, people, if everyone found this cool, then they'd realize that everyone is on their own actual pilgrimage too. They're on their own pilgrimage to be able to make themselves into a new person, or whatever person they want to be. Realize that you can be the person you really want to be and not force it on other people. And you don't have to force it on other people. You don't have to say that I'm over here and I'm being the way that I want to be, and I'm saying the stuff that I really want to say, and I really don't have to have anyone to listen to actually do it, because I'm trying to be confident, and being confident, and when you try, you are. So that's it. I'm going home. I'm at home currently, and I travel to a place in my mind to be able to say this stuff. So hopefully I do it without actually going there sometimes as well. All right. Have a good day.